Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. You can find us in Campbellville, Ontario. We have rescued chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. We've got plenty more farmed animals, big and small, all for love and love for all. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Our mission is to inspire kindness and compassion for farmed animals everywhere. You can help us take action by volunteering or through donations, or visit our store and check out our website to learn more. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Heaves Barnside Chat. Happily ever after Farm Sanctuary.
I have not taken off my mute clip. There it goes. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Heaves Barnside Chat, folks. My name is Derek Walter. I'm Executive Director and one of the founders of Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary. And it's with sad news that I report that Donna has passed away. And last week on Barnside Chat, we got a chance to see Donna just for a moment in time. And Donna had a really good couple last days on Earth, and there was an osteopath that was here. Donna received a nice bath. Donna was receiving hands-on care around the clock, but sadly Donna left this world all on her own last Monday. It was right after Barnside Chat, and if you would like to make a donation for Donna's afterlife care, which is private cremation and a stone along Memorial Trail, please head on over to happilyeverester.ca and click on donate, and you can leave a note at the bottom of your donation as to who the donation is for. Okay, friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever in the world you're tuning in from. It is always a difficult time when we have to start off the Barnside chats, letting you know about the loss of a resident. So there we have it. We have a lot to talk about today. There is a lot on today's storyboard to catch up with you. First of all, I would like to introduce to you a caregiver that's going to join us for today's Barnside Chat. Would you please give a Barnside Chat welcome to Nicole Cerruto? Did I pronounce it right?
You sure did.
Okay, good. I was like, oh no, I just had like a moment in time panic. I was like, oh no, I didn't rehearse the last name.
You did amazing.
Thank you. How long have you been working here,
So
Nicole?
my 5-year Heath's anniversary this June. So the first year, I was a volunteer, and then I joined the staff a year into that. So about 4 years staff, 1 year as volunteer.
And you just finished school,
I
don't want to say you
sure-
finished school, but you finished a portion of school, or you
No,
finished
I'm
it all.
completely
finished
finished
it
now.
all.
Yes, completely finished.
Tell us a little bit about what it was that you were studying.
So I just finished a veterinary technology program at the University of Guelph. So it was 3 years. I just finished last fall. After that, I completed an externship actually at the large animal hospital at OVC, which was super exciting.
Okay, what's an externship?
So basically, it was a 6-week period where I was, applying all of the cool things that I learned in school to the real world.
So it was hands-on.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I was working alongside all of the fabulous technicians and clinicians at OVC, so the Ontario Veterinary College, at the large animal hospital for 6 weeks. After that, I finished my national veterinary technology exam and officially am an RVT. I know.
We'll applaud for that. We'll applaud for that, right? We'll applaud for that.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey.
That's okay. That's
yeah,
all right.
it's been quite the journey.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
The residents are so happy to have your special, watchful
Thank
eye
you.
on all of their healthcare needs. So
Thank you.
I know the Barnside chat folk are happy to see you, and you're a fantastic photographer too. I don't think I've actually had the opportunity to give you props in front of everybody, but you take mad photography.
Thank you.
A lot of the photography that you see during the Barnside chat, I take it from, we have an internal communications group where we all share photographs and moments that we capture around the sanctuary. And yours, I gotta say, I'm just such a fan of your photography.
Thank you.
It's a group effort, right?
Totally. And there are just so many beautiful, special moments here, and I'm just so happy to be able to capture them and share them, because I think that's such a big part of what we do is just literally just share the magic with the world.
Absolutely.
So I'm happy to capture those moments.
The video cameras have been providing an awesome inside view when nobody's watching,
totally.
And I love seeing those moments. Let's head on into the barn. I'm done squinting. A lot of the residents are out. It's a beautiful sunny day out. You can see BJ and Escalade are out here, and then we've got some Piggly Wigglies and George. Yeah, that's right. Everybody's recharging their cell phones. It's a good solar activity day today. I want to bring to your attention, I'm sure some of you that have signed up for the newsletter have already read all about what is happening at the farm, but I wanted to take this moment to give it a special mention, and that is the Share the Love campaign. And Happily Ever Esther Farm Sanctuary is thrilled to be able to manage the Esther Shares Medical Fund, a fund that has been created to provide financial assistance to farmed animal sanctuaries in Canada and the United States when faced with a difficult medical situation. The Esther Shares Medical Fund came out of the woodwork when we were raising money for the Esther scanner.
Seems so long ago.
I know, and it has spawned this amazing movement where we're able to help other farmed animal sanctuaries. And here is a quick story about the Esther Shares program and a piggy named Cromwell. And Cromwell was a piggy that the Esther Shares program was able to help directly. The Esther Shares program was able to help out so many farmed animal sanctuaries last year. I'm so proud of this program. and I know that I know that you have equal love for it. I mean, I feel like we're in a room full of like-minded people right now. So when I talk about the Esther Shares program, we all smile a little bit more because we're able to bring awareness to other farmed animal sanctuaries in need. So here is a farmed animal sanctuary and a story about Cromwell. I hope you like it.
We have 3 brother pigs, so Cromwell is one of them. They're biological brothers. Their mom jumped off the back of a transport truck when she was pregnant with them. And so they were actually born at a shelter. Mom was fine, mom survived, and she had 9 healthy piglets, and all the piglets were able to live with mom until they were about 3 months old, and then 6 stayed with mom at another sanctuary, and 3 came to live with us. So Cromwell is named after James Cromwell, who you probably know is the actor in Babe and a well-known vegan advocate. Cromwell, he loves watermelon. He loves decorating his house. So he likes to bring in straw and sticks and add to his bed and make his house cozy. So we have 8 pigs at the sanctuary, all 8 big farm pigs. Grover, his one brother, is who he's closest to. Cromwell and Grover are like inseparable. Like they always sleep together. They're always together no matter what they're doing. Cromwell and all his siblings, all 9 of them, have unusually bad hooves, like unusually bad cracks in their feet, ever since they were young. And typically we see in these guys, their cracks are vertical down the hoof and they're dremeled out, and that allows the crack to dry and not trap moisture and bacteria in there. His cracked along, the top horizontally, and it was very, very tiny. We actually couldn't see the crack at first, but he was limping. He was not eating, like something was wrong. And then eventually the vet came out. She wasn't sure what was wrong at first. And then the crack eventually showed itself. So we took him to UC Davis, which is our local vet hospital here, which is, one of the best in the country. They were like, we're going to do one more x-ray, before we send him home. And upon the second x-ray, they realized that the infection was gone in that part of the toe, which was like his bottom piece of the bone, but it had moved up to the upper part of the toe. And so at that point, they told us that euthanasia was the only option. So anyway, I asked if they would keep him there for a few more days or a week so that I could find some second opinions. And I called all over the country. I emailed all over the country, like every vet hospital I could find at a university. And I found a wonderful doctor at Purdue University, which is in Indiana. So we ended up driving Cromwell about 2,300 miles across the country in February. It was freezing. Which was a whole nother long story, but we got him there. He was at Purdue from February 13th until May 7th or 8th. He was there about 3 months. By providing the antibiotics to eradicate the infection and then doing that cast and just basically giving him months of rest where he really couldn't walk very much, that his body would fill in some of that missing bone on its own. And that's exactly what happened. And we brought him home in May, and he has been fine. Like, he hasn't actually had any footwork done. And Dr. Hawkins just came out and visited us and stayed with us at Christmas time and visited Cromwell. We were looking for funding for emergency medical care. And I think it was one of our board members that said, I think Esther has an emergency fund and you should reach out to them. And I just went on the website and found it on there. The Esther Shares grant was how we were able to afford to take him all the way to Indiana, because after his treatment in Davis, he had fully drained our medical savings. Because the whole trip and the procedure and everything was about $17,000. And we had quite a lot in savings, but not enough. And so we got the full amount of $3,000 from Esther. I also had consulted with Steve and Derek because the doctor that did Esther's amputation in Canada was willing to advise as well. And so I think sanctuaries, are on the forefront of helping veterinarians to try some new things, because we are willing and able to collectively pay for a lot of things farmers are not. The grant not only helped us fund it, but it also really helped us to connect with different people across the country and start building that relationship. So yeah, we really can't thank you guys enough. And, you know, Grover, I'm sure thought he was gone forever because he was gone for 3 months and, you know, we couldn't explain what happened, of course. Um, so yeah, that was probably just the most exciting thing for us to see.
Welcome home, buddy. Look! It's Crummy! Come on!
Oh, he's so special.
Happy
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Please, folks, if you like this story, like some other stories, from what this happened, listen to those buttons.
Like literally tearing up a little bit.
When I watched this story for the first time, I'm not crying, you're crying. You head on over to Happily Ever program, the Esther Shares tab, and it will tell you all about the program. And please give generously to that program. We were able to help out so many sanctuaries, and we'll be sharing their stories all month long. The program runs from February 1st until the end of the month. The donation period is all the month of February. Share the love, please, folks. Head on over there and give generously. No donation is too small, and of course, your donation is tax deductible in Canada and the U.S. All right, it's time for the magic rainbow bag. I have way too many things on the screen right now. Let me see. There
So
we go.
excited.
Here, creep over a little bit with me. There we go. It's time for the magic rainbow bag. All of the questions from the week have ended up inside of this bag. And a box of Mike and Ike's.
Oh, special.
The first question from the magic rainbow bag. Here it is. Do you still feed the pigs jujubes? No, I don't feed the pigs any jujubes whatsoever. As my bag has got a box of Mike and Ike's in it. The pigs absolutely. Well, I mean, everybody loves jujubes. I had some mints the other night that I was passing around, but who doesn't love a sweet? That is a good question. Next question. Oh, sorry, Nicole. Do you want to slide over just a little bit? Here you are,
Yeah.
just so that it's always in your face there. I thought Oksana was bigger than Dan. Where does she fit in now?
In terms of the hierarchy?
I guess so. Or maybe weight as well.
You know what? Weights off the top of my head, she is definitely heavier than Dan.
Okay.
At one point, she was like top 3 in terms of weight. I know for sure Hercules is the most heavy right now. Oksana, I think, is still top 5.
Okay.
So I think she's climbing up there compared to Dan. And then in terms of the hierarchy, pretty low key, I think. Like tends to kind of keep to herself and to her redhead crew.
That's good because she's scary.
She's
scary, man. If
she's a big girl.
She's a boss, isn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, she scared the hell out of me for the first 8 months that she was here. She was on stall rest for a long time, and she would charge at the gates, and she would do all sorts of nasty motions that were quick for me, like too quick for me.
Totally.
It would give me these shots of adrenaline whenever she would charge at you.
Yeah,
but
me too.
She's doing really good. Great question. Here, can you read this question? Can you read that? Yeah, I can.
Yes, read it out loud.
Yeah, go for it.
So what does compassion fatigue feel like? Are there symptoms and warning signs?
Ooh,
that is a really great
question. I'm going to plug my friend here, Julie Squires, over at Rekindle Compassion Fatigue Solutions. Compassion fatigue can feel like a lot of things, but I think a lot of them can be compared to depression, where a lot of the normal things that bring you daily happiness are no longer bringing you happiness. Maybe there's a sense of hopelessness or helplessness. So a lot of these dangerous feelings are very valid to have when you're an animal caregiver or a caregiver in any capacity. So to get a handle on it, make sure that you know what the symptoms are. Head on over to Rekindle Compassion Fatigue Solutions, and you can can read all about it. Great question.
An excellent podcast Julie has as well.
I
Yeah,
have
it's-
cried
Yeah,
through
me too.
so
I
many
started
of them.
listening. I was like, oh my God.
I
she's
have
awesome.
cried through
Yeah.
so many of Julie's podcasts
Yeah.
because it's very heartwarming, and she says a lot of provocative things that
Totally.
spawn these feelings. Head on over there and
Yeah.
check it out. Next question from the Rainbow Bag: any issues with boxes? Oh no.
Not recently.
No.
Not recently. In the past, yes.
Gomez. Right?
Yeah.
Gomez. We had a fox attack on farm and lost Gomez. Was that 2 years ago?
I think it was 2 summers ago now. Yeah.
So we definitely have had foxes hanging around, but we always run out with pots and pans and clangers and bells and chase off any predation like foxes. Because as much as we like to welcome all creatures and critters, foxes are pretty devious creatures when it comes to caring for chickens and small rabbits.
Yeah. And they're just trying to feed themselves and their family, which is why we have the beautiful, safe bunny town where all the chickens live
I
now.
know,
Yeah,
right?
predator proof.
Next question. How is her tail?
Abigail?
They're not talking about any of our tails.
Unfortunately.
This must be Abigail's tail. Do you want to give us an update on Abigail's tail?
Yeah, of course. It's healing beautifully. We actually had our vet come out last week on Wednesday to do a recheck. She's very happy with how it's healing. So she was able to debride some of the old kind of dead tissue on it, give it a nice cleanup. So we are still bandaging it daily, keeping up with antibiotics and pain medication. But exciting news, we have been given the go-ahead to reintegrate her into Gen Pop. Yeah, pending weather and staffing situation.
Right.
But yeah, our vet's very happy with how it's healing. So we're just going to continue to monitor it and then book some a recheck of radiographs about 8 to 12 weeks post injury just to see how it's doing. But yeah, she's doing really, really well. She's happy, she's comfortable, all good.
Yeah, she didn't even seem to care much when it had happened. After she was in the stall and we were bandaging it and cleaning it up and examining it and taking photos of it, she was just more interested in the peanut butter that we were giving, thankfully. But it almost severed her tail off. About maybe this far from the tip. Am I measuring that correctly? You go for it. You show us. You show us. Yeah, just like this.
I guess it's hard. I guess it's hard to tell in the video, but I don't know.
Yeah. We had an accident on farm. We were doing some hoof trimming using the Zinpro Feet First chute, and it was designed for commercial pigs. And last week I said that commercial pigs don't have tails. Well, commercial pigs do have tails, but they're cropped off. Right. So I gave some misinformation there, which caused some confusion. People were emailing me saying, "Oh, commercial pigs do have tails," and I was like, "Well, I guess I did say that commercial pigs don't have tails." So point taken too literally. Next set of questions here. Any idea how old Gloria is? She looks young. How big is she? I want to show this video. This is of you. Here it is.
No. Oh, yeah. Ow. Wow. Special.
She's jumping all over the place.
Yeah, this is why my knees are bruised. She's perfectly knee height. And the head.
Gloria.
So this is at night or in the morning?
This was at nighttime before bed.
Okay. Oh my God. She is just a little jumping bean. So how old do you think she is?
Estimated her around 2 to 3 years based on the spacing in between her lower incisors, her teeth, and her horn growth as well. So yeah,
how old am I? Oh, well, you can tell.
100.
Oh, I feel over 100 some days. So 2 to 3 years of age based on the teeth.
Yeah.
And how much does she weigh? Do you remember that?
No. So as far as I haven't actually weighed her yet, just because she is still on quarantine. So we just don't want to get her out of that space.
Yeah, sure.
I would guesstimate probably at least 80 pounds.
Okay.
80 to 100, but I don't know. I'm really bad at guesstimating.
I'm super bad too. I would have said 55 to 60 pounds. But but Ferdinand was 40, so I think that my weight.
Yeah.
My guesstimation.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah, right. For sure. So Gloria is doing well and adjusting to sanctuary life. Good. Let's see. There's so much on here today, and we are running out of time fast. Okay, there's a chicken in a bucket. Tell us about the chicken in a bucket.
Oh my god. Well, it's the best chicken in the world.
That's right. What's happening with Nancy?
Nancy, we noticed a couple weeks ago that he has some sores on his feet. So just the beginning of bumblefoot. So we noticed him like sitting on his hocks more than usual. So that kind of just gave us a good indication that like his feet were uncomfortable. So of course we found the sores. So basically we have been soaking his feet in a nice little warm Epsom salt bath for about 10 minutes per day, just hoping to soften up those scabs, and then bandaging them up nicely to offer him some support, because with bumblefoot we want to basically eliminate those scabs, keep his feet nice and clean, and then try and keep as much support on his foot as possible, just because he's such a big boy. All that extra weight basically just causes like pressure sores on his little toes.
Okay.
So we just want to make sure that those are nice and clean, and padded up nicely and bandaged. So go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I'm loving hearing all about his treatments. Now, bumblefoot is something that is frequent amongst birds.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Especially in the larger breed birds. Normally it's related to poor husbandry. Like, for example, all of the Spice Girls came with some degree of bumblefoot just from being in very poor conditions, dirty, like very, very dirty for their feet. So that caused all those yucky scabs and pressure sores. So with Nancy, we're hoping we have some bird booties in the mail for him.
They just arrived.
Oh my
actually.
gosh, yes. Okay,
they
we can try them on.
Crazy K's. It was like Crazy K's farm. Crazy K is part of it, but I remember ordering booties before because this is not the first time.
Dolly
this is like the only person in the universe that makes booties for chickens and ducks, and Dolly, who was a very beautiful turkey. So we'll keep you all that's updated in Nancy's world. Oh, you're some tarp time.
Oh, special.
Did you see this video?
Yeah.
This is Ted and Abigail. These calls a tug of tarp. If you would like to support the company, head on to the
you win!
All of the residents love tarps, including Abigail and Ted. I know Ted has got such great personality. He's got some real
special,
funky pizzazz. All right. Oh, look at this. It's time for the Sanctuary Weather Report. I'm going to step over because the screen's going to cover me up. The Sanctuary Weather Report. It's above seasonal temperatures. Last week was brutal. Minus 28 last week. And now it's only -1. And the week's forecast, it's up and down like a yo-yo. We're going from -1 to -10 on Saturday. So that's the Sanctuary Weather Report. Last week was super tough on the residents and the caregivers, everybody, and the hoses.
And all of the above.
It was so cold.
Yeah.
Here's something interesting that I wanted to include with the weather report, and that was an earthquake! There was an earthquake! Can you believe it?
This morning, right?
It was this morning. There was an earthquake. And the sanctuary is just a little bit... Oh, what's happening? There we are. I had music on there by accident. I had earthquake music on.
That's so exciting.
I know, right? There was an earthquake. I didn't feel it. But some people definitely could feel it, and that was surprising for sure. I wanted to include that in the weather. A lot of people didn't know that we can have earthquakes here. I guess you can have earthquakes
anywhere. I guess.
Little tremors. Okay, this made me laugh out loud. This was something that was on the internal break room page, and this was Andrea, whom is away on holidays right now and was working opposite schedules to me for a while, so that's why you haven't seen Andrea on the Barnside chats, but Andrea will be returning. But Andrea, before they left for holidays, they made this comparison and then posted it within the Heath's social group, and it made me friggin' howl.
So cute.
And and
the
this
same
is
picture.
I know. Up, you should see the comment up is it's all about the comment or the caption, if you will. Which resident is this here with the bell on?
That is Sean.
Sean, and Sean looks like a cloud, a raining cloud,
cute.
and man, that made me just.
I know.
That,
I was laughing so
that
hard.
floored me. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
he
know.
is a cloud. He is a cloud. So much has been happening around the farm. We've run out of time. Oh my gosh, don't forget about the Share the Love campaign happening all month long. Please head on over to happilyeverafter.ca. Click on Share the Love. We would love to have your support so we can help spread it around for other sanctuaries who are in need of support. I want to leave you with this little video. Well, maybe I won't leave you, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. That's what I'm going to leave you with. I mean, if a cat being dragged around in a wagon
Incredible.
is not enough to bring you happiness, I don't know what is. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's
Thank
Derek.
And I'm Nicole.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week on Barnside Chat. Bye-bye,
Thank
everyone.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. We'll leave the lights on and the door unlocked. If you drop on by, you don't have to knock. We're happy to share whatever we've got.